Here we go. Game number 3, BetBoom versus 9 Pandas. What a fun draft. I always love seeing the evolution in a best-of-3 series, especially going into Game 3 KSU. And you could definitely feel it in this one, from then the banning of eventually the Alchemist, the Shadow Demon response to the Treant. We have Kunkka making the appearance, all the way to a final pick Beastmaster. I mean, what's your take on all of this?
I think it's great that they did ban the Alchemist. I feel like that hero had to kind of get out. I think 9 Pandas will have a very similar draft. Like, I feel like it never really changes all that much. And I agree with the panel. I think Antares in this early game, he's got to do quite a bit. Same with Kiyotaka. Like, they need to slow down this Beastmaster at least a little bit. Because I think later, the mid-game of BetBoom is, honestly, it's pretty nasty. Also, the SD shard later, it's going to purge all of Earth Spirit spells. Magnetize, he's going to purge it. Spirit Vessel, it's also going to purge the Overgrowth and the Silences. So I think this SD shard later in the game is going to be top 1 priority for BetBoom.
Yeah. Shadow Demon has proven already to be one of the more top-tier supports for that reason alone. And then this is a game, as you're suggesting, there's many reasons, even to as more why this game, it's going to be great. Toronto, Tokyo, certainly bringing a lot of value to the table here on this hero. But still got to execute, and so far off the bat, it's a 2-for-2 bounty rune exchange. But I also want to talk about Beastmaster. I mean, again, Pure going to be playing the Beastmaster this game. Last pick. What do you think?
I think it's pretty good for their draft. I think they already had a lot of team fight with like the Kunkka Water Park, and you have CK. I think trying to help enable your CK in this mid game is really important. So I think instead of like trying to go another core that like out carries Sven from the offlane, just pick a hero that makes the Sven game harder. And I think Beast does exactly that.
And then, of course, our mid matchup, it's the Earth Spirit, Kiyotaka, going up against Kunkka. We've mentioned multiple times about the Kunkka possibility. We're finally seeing it here.
He cut the tree. GPK just placed a branch. Oh, I'm sorry. It might be a kill bottom.
Well, bottom lane, yeah. Antares is actually going to go down there. Nightfall getting credit for the kill. It's just chaos all over. Who would have thought?
All right, so first blood for BetBoom. That's great. But Kiyotaka just did a dirty play in mid. He kept spamming the Quelling Blade because he knew GPK is going to place a branch to eat it with his Tango. He just ate it straight out of his face.
Well, there you go. Some mind games coming out right there. You see the top lane Treant. Speaking of mind games, running down save on that Dark Willow. But yeah, it's a Eastern European Dota. We saw this especially in game 1. I mean, not afraid to clash right off the bat. And well, so far, BetBoom having that slight advantage as they get the first blood.
And also about this top lane, Beast is pretty annoying for Treant. Like, unless Tree has a lane where he can kill, like just spamming axes and cutting down all these trees and then having the Boar and the Hawk is honestly very annoying. Like, the level 2-3 timing here for BetBoom is very strong.
Yeah, you see right there, both heroes even running into that Bramble Maze, trying to put pressure on Pure, but in the end, we'll be fine there as far as that top lane goes. Poison's coming out the bottom from Shadow Demon. Gonna even start doing some pulling with it. But mid lane, Kiyotaka getting low. But I know that these players, of course, they know their limits. So not gonna be a kill. But
they've played this matchup 8 billion times. As I see GPK is getting a blood grenade on Kunkka. I don't know if he will stick to that. I do like seeing, you know, unconventional things coming out later. But either way, I think I've seen this Kunkka and Earth Spirit matchup like quite a few times. And I think if Kiyotaka decides to go for a Vessel, that can really destroy Kunkka in the mid game.
Yeah, Earth Spirit's certainly a fun hero to watch. It's been a fun hero throughout Dota history in the support role. It's been extra fun in this carry mid role that we've seen make many appearances already throughout this tournament. And, you know, you and I were commentating a game where we had an Earth Spirit that it was like 15-0 start, I want to say. I mean, it was just bonkers. So Kiyotaka certainly has potential to start off strong, but a hero that feels like it fits his playstyle pretty well.
Oh, absolutely. It's just like a flashy mid hero that can like scale a lot. I still think Earth Spirit is one of the best mids in Dota 2 right now, like just as a hero. But you know, you've got two of the best mid players just going at it.
Continuing to do so as it's 18-3 Kunkka, 14-2 Earth Spirit. So the slight advantage for the Kunkka so far, and maybe a kill potentially coming up. Both again manning up, knowing their limits though, and eventually we'll walk back from one another after trading a couple more blows right there. Bottom lane though, looked like an impossible kill opportunity down here. Skywrath again in trouble. Nightfall with the router pull in, 3 stacks of that poison. It's not going to be enough, so staying alive.
Not quite enough, but it does show you, like, CK is a great pick here. He gets to sustain himself against the skeletons and, like, Wraith King's harass. Same with Sky, but he also threatens to kill, and that is what Skywrath hates the most. All these PAs, Weavers, Chaos Knights, so just already showing why that pick was very good for them.
Yeah, how about the all 3 carries, of course, even on this Radiant side, and BetBoom. They are top of the CS charts right now, all having a very good time. To say at least Wraith King kind of standing out as the one that's, it's not going so well for him.
No,
mid lane.
I think they got him.
They do.
They do.
Okay, good rotation coming out from the Skywrath.
This just happens sometimes. You're so focused on your 1v1 mid, you just kind of lose track of the map, and without anyone saying anything, yeah, just nice rotation from 9 Pandas.
Yeah, Solo even rotating down into the bottom lane. I figured Wraith King was going to be alone, but never mind. Trant was down there, so now they know Sven's by himself, at least was for a little bit, and they take advantage there at the top lane. Beastmaster increasing what's already a very good start.
This lane positioning up top is pretty annoying, I think, for 9 Pandas. Like, there's only a hard camp, but they don't get to pull it. There's 2 levels in board now. I think if BetBoom can continue to play aggressive, they can start to slowly be very annoying in this lane.
Oh, 9 Pandas going pretty aggressive right here. Blood Grenade even coming out. Just grasping. That is a kill. Solo credit for it. But yeah, speaking of playing aggressive, Beastmaster Pure, he didn't expect that.
No, absolutely not. He's owning this lane in both the CS 28-10, but they just made that look very easy.
Simply right-click him down and clearly show him with their abilities coming together. They have more than enough damage, so Beastmaster, he'll TP back in. But Earth Spirit is making his way up here, trying to maybe time this. If they can kill him again after using the TP, that would be massive.
I mean, that would just be a sick kill. He just got the Urn, and they know that Beast TP'd. Even if they don't kill him, if they can force Pure like away from this wave, like, yeah, even without getting the kill, this is doing a lot for them.
They did scan the Earth Spirit, so they're very aware. But, the other side of this, too, though, GPK is like, thank you very much. I'll just get free farm middle. He's got the siege creep here to take care of. And he'll do so in the meantime. So, yeah, they don't get the kill, but bottom lane could be seeing a kill once again. Shadow Demon, look at Solo. Back bottom lane. And this time, it's trying to get a turn to Tokyo. He's got his own support. Save coming in. Cannot save his teammate, though. But Miro may end up falling still. Nightfall, another cast pulled in 2 seconds. Needs to stay. No, let us sight. Miro doing a good job of going through the trees. And now Nightfall cannot stay in range. Wraith King surviving.
Yeah, everyone's got their juke boots on in this series, that's for sure. They're all just cracking each other's ankles. Yeah, he just gets to walk it off. I mean, if he gets to hit some creeps, he could lifesteal a bit. He also got the Lotus, so it looks like Miro should be okay. Kiyotaka is aiming up top again, but GPK did draw on the map.
Love to see an aggressive Tree Protector just moving around. Of course, Save is certainly, or Soul, excuse me, is certainly doing that here on Tree. This is the second time he's been at the bottom lane. We saw him get that kill on a Beastmaster up at the top, and almost, well, I guess they did eventually get the kill also on Shadow Demon down here, and he's still hanging around at the bottom lane.
I mean, that's like one of the nice things when you have Sven carry. Like, Sven is still a good hero. He can self-sustain his safe lane very easily because he just pushes it. He's going to hit some jungle and then just goes for a back and forth. He's very tanky, hard to pressure. So, yeah, they're just abusing their lineup to the max right now.
Scans coming out right there as the Wisdom runes are about to hit. And it looks like both teams will safely get their own, but yeah, you mentioned Sven. I mean, he's 37-4 up here. Beastmaster, though, 41-13. So Pure, despite that death, is still managing the better CS. And what are we going to see on Beastmaster? I mean, it is going to be the Helm of the Dominator, of course.
Yeah, he's going to try to work with that. Is Kiyotaka trying to kill him again? So this is like the 2nd to 3rd time that he's like kind of angling into this top lane. And you can see that GPK is starting to build, the small lead. Only 200 net worth for now. But the faster Kiyotaka can get this vessel, then they could even play through the mid lane.
So GPK, you hear the caster start, or the panel even talk about, once again, we've seen him plenty throughout it. The Ags build, it just feels like that's kind of the critical point, that Torrent Storm out. Supports, it's just such an annoying thing to play against. So heroes like Skywrath and Trine in this case certainly not going to be liking to go up against that once Kunkka's able to get it, but we'll need that time.
I mean, the Ags are just super strong and very annoying, especially also for like an offlaner like Wraith King. Like, you have no counterplay. Your hero has to go into the fight, as do your skeleton. So, like, even just by nature, that spell is just going to do so much. We see that both teams have quite a couple of ancient stacks. So for 9 Pandas, that's mainly going to be the Sven. As for BetBoom, pretty much anyone can take it, but preferably Beast or Kunkka, speed up their game.
I was going to say, I mean, is Mira go for the Radiance again? And sure enough, he does queue it up right there, actually. Same build, so we are going to see the Radiance on him this time. No double Radiance, it's just going to be him.
Not this time around. I mean, it would be nice if they can get to that Radiance later on against like CK. So we have a smoke action for now. Solo.
Solo by himself. He's one with the trees, but that's not going to matter. Eventually, going to be killed off here, and GPK even taking credit for the kill, sitting on top of him. Says thank you very much.
I very much like this move from BetBoom, even if it only does give them the 3 and kill. Because right now, when you have these CK's life stealers, they're very good at like maintaining and just soaking the safe lane. You're playing against Tree and Sven. You want to kick out the Sven, help your Beast take the top tower, and you can most likely maintain your own safe lane tower.
Ooh, look at this counter smoke though. Kiyotaka and Antares, they're making their way towards the top lane.
I love that play in return. The vessel is up, but no charge yet. So they need, ideally, they just get any kill. Even if you just kill a support here, it's so big to just get this vessel charge for then the future kill.
Now, even with the smoke, it's pretty obvious. Our Spirit is missing middle lane. So obviously, BetBoom has some reason to suggest that, okay, maybe he is heading top, and they are right. So now GPK makes his way back to the middle lane. And sure enough, it's going to be Earth Spirit also making his way back here. So a good idea on paper, but in the end, the actual making a play with it is unfortunately not there for the side of Nine Pandas.
I mean, honestly, just very good reads from BetBoom. Yeah, it's not like impossible to read, but this is what makes them like such a good team, like both individually, but also together, and allows them to get this much farm on all their cores. They're very good at reading the map and getting everything on the map possible.
Creep pulling heavy. Look at the stack over there being showing off. Stacks throughout the jungle, especially on that dire side for Nine Pandas. So Sven, he's got this Mask of Madness picked up. It's just a matter of time before he eventually makes his way over there to have some fun and really increase that net worth of his. Top lane, though, Kunkka is setting up.
I mean, right now, if you're any of the supports, you are just begging your cores, please kill the Ancients, kill these stacks. I want gold, I want XP, I want my level 6s, because they're all just waiting. Like, all these supports just want to play Dota, and they're barely level 6.
Oh, GPK trying to be patient up at the top lane. Doesn't really get the chance, though, to make a play. You do see Beastmaster there. He is taken out, at least softening them up in the meantime with those level 4 wild axes, but eventually going to start killing them. Bottom lane, though.
I mean, Nine Pandas, they see this. They have a very aggressive ward. Okay, double TP, X mark, onto Solo.
There's Solo going to get pulled in. It will pop over growth, but it's just going to delay the inevitable. And Solo's killed. So a lot of heroes showing up down here at the bottom lane, and ends up being a train kill.
Yeah, honestly, both teams are just happy with this. Sure, you know, tower ends up dying, but in the meantime, Nine Pandas, your Sven is farming top, your Sky is getting levels mid, no one really died, so game just continues. Everyone's just getting all the gold that they need and want.
You still look back at Beastmaster. He's still working at these the stack here with the wild axes, and there you go, pure Pogo sticking in, and eventually is going to start cleaning up. Now he gets scanned, by the way.
They scanned him.
Oh, this is big. Yeah, he gets all those kills, but just like that, it's going to be killed himself. However, Antares needs to be careful now. This Helber Smasher of the Beastmaster is doing plenty of damage, and obviously Shadow Demon TPing in, disruption, and they are able to set up the turn kill. So they at least make something happen out of it.
Kiyotaka does get out. He also gets so Vessel charges, Haste Rune, you kill the Beastmaster. Great play for them. Now this makes like the future smoke. Like honestly, they could try to get onto like GPK in this mid lane. Like opening and going together for a mid play could be pretty good. He's going, I mean, GPK doesn't even know yet what he wants to build. Probably a Blade Mail. I mean, generally the builds we see is like Blade Mail, Shard into Water Park. But we'll have to see if he wants to do some adjustment.
Love the Water Park right there. Yeah, okay, there you go. There's going to be the purchase, the right click of the full Blade Mail. So right on that at least. And that will be delivered out. So he's going to start heading towards the top lane. It seems like a couple others, Toronto, Tokyo included, making their way up there too. But look at Sven. Yeah, thank you very much. The support's like, yes, we can breathe. It's a nice stack there and takes that out.
Yes, I mean, everyone is just kind of getting what they want at this point. Sure, you know, you did get this 1 kill on Pure, but he's just farming every ancient camp that's like available on the map. I think BetBoom soon would love to take this top tier 1 tower, like open up the map a little bit. Because now that Nine Pandas took theirs on bottom, it's getting a little annoying for them to play this map.
Yeah, Sven gonna head to his right as well, and there's that other stack waiting over there of the Ancient. So he's already been top net worth. It's gonna get that much better. But Chaos Knight, to his credit, certainly keeping up. Nightfall is building an Echo Saber of his own. He went the Armlet first, of course. So both position 1s especially are certainly performing in hell. Even the mids, I mean, really all cores this game are actually doing pretty damn good.
It looks like we're gonna smoke down bottom. They might just get Antares, who's looking at the bounty rune.
Yeah, Wraith King started heading over, but when he realizes all those numbers there, it's probably not worth trying to help out your support Skywrath. So good call by Miro not to make his way over there, but yeah, easy kill. GPK will take him out, and Miro will fall back a little bit with his own blade mail picked up, but he has a ways to go before that Radiance will be online.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I feel like this is a classic TI game. Like, there's a lot on the line. This is your third game in the BO3. You're both just playing towards your timings, and then you just take the fight towards each other. Miro is very aggressive here without any backup.
Just gonna say, I mean, he obviously knew that they've been hanging around out here. Perhaps he expected they just fell back for now, but that's going to be a reincarnation. Now there's TPs there. The response is coming. That's for sure. The ship comes out. Miro, he's taking up, and here's the overcross out. Now Chaos Knight's in trouble. They're kind of playing Dinas here. Nightfall. He might fall. Silence is up, and eventually gets ticked down. Magnetize helping to do the work. Yotaka
through the gate.
Goes to the twin gate. Oh no, the twin gate TP.
All right, nice
well played by Save. But they got the Chaos Knight, so I think 9 Pandas is satisfied.
Oh, nice play from Miro. I wasn't sure if he would live through that, but I think the living armor just did so much against both the Kunkka there and the CK hitting him, then the blade mail damage. So yeah, beautiful play from 9 Pandas.
And now, I suppose this could just be a nice transition into a top lane push, but not for the time being. They're actually just not that interested in going for a tower kill. Instead, they want to farm their own jungle and Earth Spirit. Also with the blade mail. This is the game of blade mails, apparently.
No, I mean, strength hero meta with blade mails is just so good. And I'm gonna get the hearts after. It's honestly the perfect build. He's got the vessel to get kills. Blade mail is gonna allow him to go in deeper and feel stronger. And then next up, the heart to tank up. Love it. Nightfall mid. Oh, I don't know if I love this one.
That's a dead Earth Spirit. Yeah, so we're talking about that blade mail. It's not going to save him there, even with the use of it. And now BetBoom as a team, they're going to go for an easy tower push mid lane. Beastmaster, only level 1 inner beast, but has a helm of the Dominator. This should be a tower kill.
All right, this is like, honestly, on the 50-minute mark, sometimes you just get caught off guard. It turns into nighttime. There's a siege creep. Do you feed a kill here, and it just gives up the mid-tier 1 tower? And that against a Treant. That's a big kill, Miro.
Miro in trouble again. Reincarnation's still well on cooldown, so that's not going to come to play. Save has to get away as well. Getting fairly low. Skeletons and even the blast getting him extra low, but not low enough. In the end, Miro will be killed. Disruption used to make sure of that. So Save had to play a little careful, but they kill the Wraith King, getting a little too greedy at the bottom.
Yeah. Living armor is surprisingly annoying with some of these strength heroes that also have like a blade mail. It took them quite long to really get them killed. So Solo does have a shard. He can be quite annoying now. I do like his skill build. They have an aggressive ward and they do see Pure. Let's see if he can dodge another gank.
Yeah, Save with that level 4 living armor as you talk about that, or Solo, excuse me, level 4 living armor. So yeah, very potent there. Hard to break through.
Yeah, Ramses is ready. It's kind of like he's playing Alchemist. He's just farming 16, 17 minutes. You know, last game it's the Radiance BKB. This time it's the Mom Echo split BKB. He's ready to play.
He absolutely is. Ramses, he's up at the top, hoping that maybe an opportunity comes, but instead he'll take out a creep spawn at 17 minutes. But yeah, now they're going to push as a team here at the top lane is 9 Pandas. The other one not with them is, not surprising, Wraith King. He is bottom lane, still living down there, but will we see a defense come out?
Yeah, I kind of like that he can just play bottom. You don't want to like over 5-man, but the thing is he does not have a TP, so this is only good if 9 Pandas do not overplay.
Yotaka, oh, he overplayed. He definitely overplayed right here. The roar immediately and no chance to get out. So they want him to get the tower kill, and Sven barely TPs out in time as well. So right as you're talking about it, the overplay comes out.
Yeah, you definitely got. They are strong. Don't get me wrong, and you know you're forcing all of them there. That's a good play if you don't feed with anyone, and Wraith King gets to push in bottom. But now this one small thing turns it into a disaster.
Because not only is it the hero kill, but it's going to be a top tier 1 kill, and potentially more.
Not just that. If BetBoom get to hold this area, this first Roshan until minute 20, it's going to be their control.
Well, the living armor making it take a little bit longer, but they will do it. Treant Protector, he's got overgrowth, of course. However, needs plenty of backup. But as you mentioned, Roshan's up. They're going to go right into the Roshan pit, and everyone is up at 9 Pandas, but now it's forcing them to make this decision.
They should know that this Rosh is happening, right? You see the trajectory of the courier flying through the ward. Solo is scouting. I mean, you will not have Godstring for like 20 seconds, so you would have to delay. So I like that they're coming over and posturing aggressively. This is good.
Yeah, Wraith King really posturing aggressively. He just charges in. fairly blind right there, but I suppose luckily for him, or either way, they're not there. BetBoom had already fallen back. Not worth the commitment. So, yeah, choosing not to fight this now does BetBoom, essentially.
Okay, so it looks like... So Miero will continue, right, to commit to the Radiance. And Ramses is going crit. I feel like until they get those Blink Daggers, because right now, the way I envision fight, if this Earth Spirit rolls in, he's just feeding. He ain't got no backup. And then when Sven runs in, he gets SD ulted. I think you need a double Blink Dagger to help out Kiyotaka in these fights.
Yeah, Kiyotaka, mentioned the Midas. Playing for a little more scaling as the game goes on here, but there you go. The official pick above the Midas. Meanwhile, Chaos Knight, Nightfall, he's working on that Mage Slayer, which is getting close as well. So more progression being made. Sven on the other side, his own Chrysalis is coming, but we're back in the farm meta of this game right now as we're approaching 20 minutes in. But yeah, Roshan's going to head towards the bottom, of course, at 20 minutes. That's, I'm sure, positioning. In fact, we already see it is starting to happen down here now.
Yeah, you can see that BetBoom are already looking to run down bottom. I mean, 9 Pandas probably want to continue to... yeah, their time, they feel a little awkward right now. Until Radiance, Wraith King doesn't feel too strong. I think GPK, he's ready to fight. He would love to squeeze in another level of Torrent, as he only has 2 levels for now.
Uh-oh, 9 Pandas might get caught out here, and it looks like it. Bramble Maze catching him initially on the Wraith King. However, Antares is able to save his team, and Ramsey's now running with the God Strength, going for Dark Willow. Dark Willow, Glimmer, Cape though, keeping alive for the time being. Nightfall having to BKB TP in the midst of it. He gets out, saves, also going to TP away, and the rest of BetBoom keeps on running.
Okay, another roll.
What a hit right there on a Kunkka. Gets the signs, blade mails up, but Sven don't care. Shredding right through the Kunkka. GPK's out for 45, and they want more, damn it. Toronto, Tokyo, you're next in line. Ramses, so Kiyotaka with the kill, but either way, it's happening for 9 Pandas. And now do they maybe go back for the Roshan?
Well, that looked super awkward. That actually looked good for BetBoom in the start, but they just couldn't kill any of those 2 heroes that they found on their own. Now instead, this might just be 9 Pandas Roche. No God Strength, but who cares?
Yeah, it feels pretty free. I mean, Kunkka's different in the 20 seconds, and the positioning, BetBoom is no interest in defending this right now. So, yeah, you look at the top lane, meanwhile, Ancient Black Dragon is up there doing a bit of a creep push. So, 9 Pandas will have to address that top lane, but hey, they're going to focus on Roshan first, get the Aegis for Sven, and then feel confident to fight further after that.
Huh, yeah. They're going to have to start using Pure in some of these fights, I think, because he's doing his best carry impression. He is really fat on his beast, but I've not really seen him with his team yet. Love the Aegis on Earth Spirit. Same story as all the other games. Give it to him. It's going to allow him to go in more. Your other cores are going to have BKB. Wraith King already has an Aegis. I love it. Yeah,
so might as well throw it on to him. Logic is certainly there, but yeah, pure Beastmaster. He is very farmed. Helm of the Overlord to that point. No blink just yet, though. That will be next in line, but he wants to get this pipe. Making a priority to go for the pipe on the Beastmaster.
Okay. Well, I guess like once you get pipe, you kind of neglect or negate a lot of the damage from anyone that isn't Sven. So that will help you a lot. So we have a little bit of a pause going on. Yeah, Ramses Blink coming up next. Definitely the perfect item.
Yeah, you talk about that. Also noticing Shadow Demon, no shard yet. Of course, he's going to go for it next. He does have the Aether Lens
just
first.
queued it up. Okay, so maybe also like you can just go for Tormentor at this time because, yeah, I can not talk about it enough.
Careful,
the SD shard is so strong. And that too. Do you know that the only Death Nightfall had last game was from the Tormentor, actually? That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, I'm sure they'll be on point with that. So yeah, exactly. Go for the shard that way as well. Certainly a possibility. But in the tech pause here, wouldn't expect anything less. Game number 3 with so much being on the line. And I mean, I don't know if the panel mentioned it as well, but either way, again, the winner of this, obviously both teams still remaining alive. It's just where you go in the main event. And the winner of this going to the upper bracket, they'll have to play LGD. Obviously a very difficult opponent there. They've looked so impressive in the group stages on the road to TI, but still, you're in the winner bracket. Losing team will have to play Vivid Keys from South America there. So those are the matchups that are set to be.
Yeah, honestly, both those teams looking pretty good. I think even Keat Star is looking better than people expect. And LGD are, a scary one. But for now, let's make sure that all the players feel comfortable. Because it's still anyone's game at this point. I'd say 9 Pandas definitely in the driver's seat a little bit. Have Aegis and most of the items they do want.
Yeah, so pretty early on in this one. I mean, it's obviously that last fight went very well for Nine Pandas, getting them the Roshan and everything, but would you say that they're in the lead, or is this still kind of a coin flip for you right now?
I would say that Nine Pandas are slightly in the lead. Like, especially because a lot of the time it just also depends on momentum. They have this Aegis now, they are about to get Radiance, and I've not been very inspired by the last few minutes of BetBoom. I gotta say, like, Nightfall's had this BKB for a long time. They've had Water Park and like all the timings on Pure, and they have not done much with that.
Yeah, you gotta wonder if that mental game's coming into play again, knowing what is on the line here. This being TI, after all, the road to TI and the pressure, etc. However you want to look at it, but either way, gonna wait for the rejoin here of Ramses, and we'll be good to advance on once the issue is figured out. But yeah, Sven, he is feeling extra powerful right now. You mentioned the Aegis in the hands of Earth Spirit.
Yeah.
He's got the Blade Mill with the Spirit Vessel. So yeah, he's going to work on a BKB himself next too. So no surprise here. A lot of BKBs making an appearance.
I do think from a standpoint where this game like drags out and people get to play like near perfect Dota, this SD is going to be super annoying to deal with the Sven, and I feel like the Water Park kind of deals with the rest while CK gets to hit. It's still very hard to execute, but if this game drags, I will slightly prefer BetBoom. As Toronto Tokyo reading some notes. I wonder what it says.
All right,
pause very
like,
useful, of course.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, taking advantage. Hey, we're gonna pause. Might as well, you know, look at a couple other things here in the meantime. So, all right, here we go. Back into game number 3, though. You mentioned also the Radiance of Wraith King. It feels a little bit, you know, not
Sharp
the best hero until then.
1, 2, 3. He got it.
Okay. Whew. There we go.
He knew. He didn't. He don't need to rush it when you know you're gonna get it. This guy's good. That's why he's a TI winner.
There you go. Toronto Tokyo manages to get it, and that demonic cleanse now online. It's, yeah, definitely one of the stronger shards in the game for sure. Earth Spirit, Roar, no.
Can't. I got the ulti from SD, but Roar slightly too long on the wind up there.
Yeah, so Earth Spirit will survive for the time being, and it kind of goes back to the, you know, not going the blink just yet. He is prioritizing it next, but Pure going that pipe.
They were still looking. It was kind of close to being caught out, but at least, okay, top tier 2. Trying to force a bit, but Glyph and Living Armor will delay that for the time being.
Bottom lane pressure. You got, meanwhile, mid lane, Kunkka doing Kunkka things. GPK using the X on himself, clear on the creep wave. Before going back into the dire jungle there. Meanwhile, Yotaka pushing mid tower with Antares nearby. Got them pinging it out. BetBoom is, but Nightfall the one doing so. Pure teleports in, trying to get a good angle, but really can't find it. They don't know where everyone else is, so.
Yeah, maybe a bit late on this. I think we're going to have to start dealing with some of the waves. Like bottom is a little bit annoying. In the meantime, for Nine Pandas, top lane is annoying. So I think we'll see both teams perhaps defend their lanes and potentially smoke into each other.
We'll see. Nine Pandas definitely has to address this top lane though once again. Beastmaster Furies.
I think that's what BetBoom are banking on. Like, this is where you can go for plays. You're like, they're gonna defend top. Someone might TP there. So let's see if Nine Pandas kind of take the bait.
Or just even run up there, and they're kind of trying to cut them off, get them a little bit dysfunctional. Miro could be a target. There's the opening initially with the X. The ship as well. Kunkka will be counter-jumped in response with the ship. Drink of the rum. But for the time being, the Torrent Storm also going around every which way. Reincarnation onto the Wraith King. Got the perk out as well. Kiyotaka, though, the Magnetize in the midst of it. A bit awkward indeed. Who's a better for so far? Fear on the Wraith King. Wraith King will die. Well, maybe not actually. Okay, yeah. He gets away some way, somehow. But now Nightfall trying to run away. Kunkka's dead in the midst of it.
They're getting him.
Nightfall's dead. The stun from Sven is too much. Finally, the God Strike going to be used by Ramsey. He's not even activated until just now. But absolutely, it's Nine Pandas with the victory in the fight here. They take out Shadow Demon, and Beastmaster eventually gets run down too. Triple kill for Ramses. You said it. It was kind of a funky, awkward fight.
I mean, that's it's just so deep. Like, when you also think about it, like Earth Spirit and Wraith King, they both have Aegis. It takes so long to kind of go through them. Ramses didn't even have God Strength until like 20 seconds into the fight because they used it for farming. That's how hard they won this fight. They didn't even need Sven at full power.
Yeah, that's 9 Pandas. Got to feel really, really good after that one. Let's go to the pause there. Up until that fight, it's just, okay, maybe a coin flip. Still not definitely favoring 9 Pandas now. I mean, look at Sven, too. Ramses, 20,000 net worth almost here, just under 20,000. No one's even close to him now. And yeah, you're right. The fact he didn't even pop God Strength until the fight was essentially already over says something as well.
He didn't need it. And like even killing Wraith King, you just spawn like all these stupid illusions. You have to like hit through his blade mail. That's not the fight they want to take at all.
And now if you're BetBoom, you got to figure out how to really calm this down and start playing the bit of a comeback game. And I mean, I look back at Pure on the Beastmaster, that tool of initiation, the blink, still feels like it's going to be promising. He's trying to farm it right now. About 800 gold saved up, but get in there at least.
Yeah, honestly, it's starting to feel very awkward for them. Like, until he has this blink, I don't think they're gonna want to fight, so it's gonna be like another 1 or 2 minutes of a bit of a stalemate for them. I think 9 Pandas could definitely use that timing. Even GPK, they've done a very good job at kiting the water park. They see it, they just let Wraith King tank it, they dance a bit, 5 seconds later, boom, then the fight starts for 9 Pandas.
Yeah, Kiyotaka, the Aegis reclaimed. As he just continues to farm up in the jungle over here. He's working on his own BKB. Of course, the Octarine core online. We just see the constant rolling boulder. The mobility that he gets with this hero, especially with the Octarine core, is just absurd. Can be anywhere on the map, it feels like, at any time. Tonka trying to build a heart.
The more I see this Wraith King, I feel like this hero is actually very annoying to deal with in this state. Because even if he doesn't have the best laning, there's so much like space on this bottom map. He just keeps summoning skeletons. You run into him, he has some stupid Aegis. He buys Aghanims, and then like he helps. Yeah, it's just like very annoying. Like Dota is all about options. And when you suddenly remove an option of attacking a hero or a part of the map, like his push is very awkward to deal with.
Yeah, that's always been the niche of this hero for all the time with it. It's a second life, and it's like, how do you deal with that? And exactly, it's all that last fight. I mean, yes, they blew him up quickly for the first life, but you have to wait for them to actually come back up and then try to kill him again. And that buys so much time for the opposition to then respond, and as they certainly did, and we saw. So, Satanic just finished by Sven meanwhile, so Ramses, why not get bigger and better? He also has a Titan Sliver, so talk about
he is so strong. Like, he also has the Warcry armor. He could even think about buying the shard later, so it's undispellable to help his team against the SD ult. But honestly, yeah, 9 Pandas, they're playing great, they're moving nicely, they're hardcore in the driver's seat right now.
BetBoom, you need to pull over that vehicle some way, somehow. Ramses pick up the room before sending the illusions out.
I also love the double Lotus Orb on 9 Pandas on both their supports. Put it on Sven. If he gets roared, Beast is gonna fire it back at himself. You can take off the Terrorize Fear against the Brambles, so he doesn't have to BKB early. It's amazing.
Just a lot of armor for them too. I mean, there's a lot of physical damage coming out from the Radiant team, hero like Chaos Knight especially. So why not get a little chunkier when it comes to the armor? Good tool to have there. Wraith King, speaking of good tools, that Axe, it's going to be delivered now. So he's going to have his own Axe Scepter. Ismiro also picks up that Wisdom Rune. And that's just another annoying ability that BetBoom is going to have to try to deal with in these fights.
I must say that this is some new tech. I was not aware how strong this Wraith King is. After seeing these 2 games, I think it's definitely reaching like S tier territory. I have not seen a good answer yet.
Well, Sven starting to march down the mid lane now. Going to kill an illusion at least, but Roshan, 8 seconds on the red timer, so the potential for Roshan's spawn is coming up. It will be to the south eventually here, as we're going to be coming up in daytime in about 30 seconds.
Not the lizard.
Oh, see ya.
Easy 250 for Antares. Also, I mean, Kiyotaka has a BKB. They've got the Ags on Wraith King. Ramses is probably like nearly full slotted. I think they're all super chilling right now. They're so happy with the state of the game.
Yeah, you can see BetBoom is, they understand that they're behind, I'm sure, too. And you know what's the next obvious point of contention? That Roshan, 2 minutes spawn on Roshan. You also look at that win probability there.
Oh, they see them and they're coming in smoke.
That's Shadow Demon, likely dead.
You cannot do that, my friend.
Gonna find him. What? Chaos Knight is locked down up here just north, so they kill Shadow Demon. Chaos Knight forced to fight by getting the Lotus Orb reflection. He stuns himself, and he's gonna get completely turned on. And the immediate smoke. Nine Pandas is feeling it.
Oh yeah, I love the back-to-back smoke as well. Like, just keep speeding it up, catch anyone. They're not allowed to be anywhere on this entire map. Beautiful ward catches them out initially. Arcane Rune Earth Spirit. It's time.
Oh, jeez. With an Octarine core, that's absurd.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah, this tower, it's going to melt the fortification, but you still have 28 seconds on Chaos Knight. I mean, without CK, you really do not have a lot of threatening damage on the Radiant side.
Did he God Strength in the fight to kill them, or did he use it to farm? I'm a bit surprised they're not getting racks of this, but either way, Nine Pandas still incredibly happy with this play. 1 minute for Roche, so let's just use this time, clear the map, keep good positioning. Yep, there's another ward being taken down. Yeah, if they can get the next Roche. Whew, the Nine Pandas are cooking.
Yeah, I think he used the God Strength to help him kill that Shadow Demon, maybe expecting a bit more of a fight, but either way. It's going to be back up in about 14 more seconds now. Now, as we see, Roshan still has a little over 30 seconds before making an appearance, but they're going to be camping the area as Nine Pandas, at least.
I mean, Save is still having a flawless game, 1-0-6 on the Dark Willow, but there's honestly only so much he can do. Like, they cannot contest a second Roche. I think it's impossible.
Not even worth trying.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, I guess then the next best is just push top lane like they're doing and force a response out of Nine Pandas.
Yeah, like get as much golden XP as you can. Like maybe try to set up the map in a way where there's a small chance Nine Pandas will react in a bad way and you can capitalize off that. But yeah, contesting this, it's a no-go. You just straight up lose the game.
The immediate spawn is just going to attack, and double damage rune does spawn at the bottom rune, and actually Nine Pandas has vision of that area. They know it's there. BetBoom does not. But this will be that Roshan as mentioned. You do see the top lane is taking the pressure. It's going to get a little bit of chip damage into the tower, but no heroes are attacking. It's just really the creep wave, so.
And also, like, Treant kind of, like, removes the fact of where you have to, like, care too much about it. Like, even if this tower takes 99% damage, you will just heal it back to full. Kiyotaka is going to push the wave. Ramses goes mid. They're going to wait for God Strength in, like, 30 seconds. Push in waves and just go smoke.
Yeah, once again, our Spirit, the candidate for that Aegis, as well as the Cheese. Sven, he's just feeling godlike, understandably. You just look at his inventory.
BetBoom are going for their own smoke. Okay, they're really hoping to find someone off guard here.
And desperate times call for desperate plays. Nightfall. Who do they find? They see Skywrath there for a split second. And it's not the prime target, but it's a target. No, the Lotus Orb reaction again. Making it a bit awkward. Mystic Flare put down. They're going to go for Trina as well. Trina will get blown up, but lockdown is pure in the back line. So he gets overgrowth, and now Miro sitting on top of him with Ramses. Ramses wants Nightfall, though. He's trying to find him. Can't find him just yet, but actually looking okay for BetBoom right now. Curse Crown Miro going to be stunned. Pull back with the Exile Pure. Finally taking some good damage there from Sven, but Ramses can't finish him. The fear kicks in, and the BKB is worn off. Ramses does have Satanic.
Actually doing okay.
GPK
so will fall.
GPK is going to get run down. The Blade Mill ain't going to save him there. He's out for a minute.
So it's kind of like 2 for 2. I think SD did buyback in this fight as the Tree and Protector. But, you know, God Strength is down, so they get to hold a little more. But yeah, that was... I'm starting to... Like, this was the best case scenario fight for BetBoom. They find both supports, and even then, they barely, like, scraped an even fight.
I mean, the fact that Enters was able to even get off the Lotus Orb as he got jumped right there, I think that is a big reason. That's why I went not too shabby. Pure, he has no clue.
Ramses.
I mean,
no
with
God Strength.
Yeah, I don't know if... Yeah, that seems like the smart play there, because with support coming, that would have been very risky.
You just kind of check in, of course. Did get the shard now, I do like it. You kind of want to get that against, you know, SD. Can't really purge it. You help your entire team like so much. Like now they have to work through Warcry, through the Wraith King Axe, the Living Armor as well. Yeah, it's dirty.
And Sven will be our first hero to hit level 25 in this game at this rate. He's 24.5 right now, so something else we'll have to consider.
Yeah, he's gonna get so much more damage.
In the meantime, the Tormentor taken by Nine Pandas. It's going to be Skywrath getting his own shard now to work with.
even more armor. Maybe the one game where the Skyver Shard is going to have impact. If he gets to like just blow out his ult, get some armor, you know, the Shield of the Zion. Not the favorite shard of most people, but he will take it.
Fortification, or more so even the backdoor protection, has kicked in at the top lane, but eventually it's going to be brought down here as Sven Ramses will stick around and do some damage to it. Miro pushing out the mid lane meanwhile, but even going to commit God Strength to get in this top tower kill.
Yeah, might as well. Let's just speed up the game as Kiyotaka is chilling and / also looking, but they're not biting. I mean, again, how can you attack this Earth Spirit? He has like 3k HP and an Aegis.
Yeah, it's just not a candidate. You have 4k HP even. It's just not somebody you want to be jumping. I mean, the strength meta, as you go back to, though, there really is no prime target. I mean, obviously, maybe like the Skywrath, I suppose, trying to blow, but even we saw with the Lotus Orb reaction, even he took a while to kill off and just wait too much time. So, yeah, no easy answer.
The supports are still the best. The cores they're just too tanky. You need to like kill the supports and then try to kite and then refight later. It's a super hard task for BetBoom. Nice roll by Kiyotaka.
Shadow Demon, he ain't gonna stand a chance there. He's out for 75 seconds. No buyback on him. Sven also did just hit level 25, so he does get the God Strength damage. In 20 seconds, he will have another God Strength ready to use. Or Spirit, aggressively rolling bottom. They're hunting. They're looking for Pierre. They know he's down here. See him using the Shiva's guard. It's a matter of time before he saw him. Yep, split second. God, just the tracking right there. He's gonna go for the TP play.
Can solo reach him?
Oh,
not quite. I mean, Ramses is already ready in mid. He's gonna start the fight and kill him. All right, easy game.
I mean, okay. Meanwhile, Ramses just soloing the other team's carry. Torrent off the bat, Bedlam's in. Just do what you can to stall as long as possible. It's gonna be about a minute.
3 seconds. So full mana for Kyo Daddy.
Yep.
And cheese.
Why not? There's the reclaim, and yeah, he still has the cheese as mentioned.
In the meantime, Skeleton Man will take second, right? I mean, BetBoom are just not ready to fight. They might have one more fight if they can stall for Nightfall, but I'm not seeing any signs of life.
Yeah, even with Nightfall, it still feels pretty grim, but yeah, you might as well stick it out to the very bitter end if you're BetBoom, of course. But yeah, 9 Pandas, everything to gain right here. Dark Willow, gonna be jumped. Nice Glimmer Cape initially, keep himself alive for a little bit longer. Gonna cue up to Terrorize. He's thinking about it. It's just a matter of when. CK does have buyback now. It's about 10 seconds on Resurrection. It's that awkward spot of do I buy back or not.
Okay, they're holding for now. The big black dragon took the top tier 3 tower. He's chilling. I don't know how much it matters, because if 9 Pandas go attack once more, you're getting megaed. Pure has reached the timing of the game. He has Refresher if he buys the recipe, I think. So maybe this is where it all comes together.
Yeah, so needs a little bit more gold for that. But 5 versus 5, there's the Mega Creeps. Pull in, trying to go for the blow up on Sven. That'd be nice. The Torrent Storm as well. Sven's gonna go. No, the Satanic kicks in. The God Strength, the War Cry, and it's return damage time. Ramses, he's just going off.
GG.
They tried so hard. They are unable to get too far, and it's BetBoom will be deterred. It's 9 Pandas, 2-1.
They played so well. I love their drafts. I love how they play. Such a deserved victory.
Yeah, fantastic play from them, of course. And how about that? Coming back, obviously game 1 going the way of BetBoom. Looked very impressive in that one. Things changed around. A very even game in game 2, sure, but 9 Pandas eventually coming through. And this one, it really did just feel like 9 Pandas carried that momentum to a victory here in game 3.
I mean, they just play their strategies. They stick to it. Even though in game 1 they lose with it, second game they come back with it, third game as well. They just bring the tempo to you. And if you can't answer it, you cannot beat this team.
Yeah, they look impressive when they're on point.